Okay, so this is a unplanned, unscripted, and nothing like that video. Normally I like to plan this out a little. I haven't even thought about it. I've procrastinated forever. At this point I just want to make it and I want to be done with it and say, you know what, I made it. This video is going to be really simple. It's going to be me talking about where I hope to stand with Twitch in about, it's not 4 months or something, which will be around January the 1st of 2019. This video will actually be scheduled. I will put it up and I will never look at it again until it goes public, and then I'll look at it on stream January the 1st, 2019. So only one person will get to see this video, and at that point it becomes private forever until it becomes no year, basically. This video is more of something that I want to do for myself, to be like, hey, look, this is where I wanted to stand, and in a couple of months I can see how far I've actually gotten. Well, it's more of a motivational thing than something else, but you know, it might be interesting if you're a Twitch streamer yourself to see how things progress. Let's first of all talk about the last couple of months and see how that went. So the last couple of months were difficult on Twitch, especially the last month. I think about 3 weeks ago I started going daily again, which is the best feeling ever. It's been a while since I felt this great. But before that, I had trouble getting back into the whole Twitch thing. As you might notice, our overlay has now improved. If you people that's been with me since day one know that the overlay has been changed 4 times at this point, and this is the current one. It's amazing. I'll actually turn it off. There we go. That's a lot better. But well, things have been changing. Things have been going really well. They've been going for the better now. We actually hit 400 followers a little while ago. We're almost at 400 and... Where are we at the moment, actually? We're doing really well. We're at 417, so we're slowly but surely, like, getting there, actually. We're, like, building up to 500. The hope and the dream is to hit 1,000 by January, but that's unrealistic. The realistic measurement is 750 by January. That's... At the current growth, it's totally possible. If I keep just doing it daily, I know I can hit 750 in that time. Followers, to me, are not everything. It's more like average views, and the amount of you guys who keep tuning into the streams, which keeps increasing way more than followers. That means a lot more to me, because in the end, followers is just a metric on Twitch. It doesn't affect what I do or how I do it, or how much I can make doing it, and as much as I hate to admit it, but I need to make some profit soon, or this will all come crashing down in no time. And the last couple of months have actually been decent. I haven't made much, but I've been making contacts, which is more important to me than actually making cash. So I've been getting to know streamers, like Ramen Style has been amazing. Huntsman has been we've been improving our relationship, if you will. I've got amazing new viewers as well. Becky is one of them. You are an amazing person, I swear to God. Never let anyone tell you anything else. And people like Nathan and Memsuka keep tuning in. Sometimes they're toxic, but we can deal with that. That's why I'm here, right? And things have been generally quite amazing. So people have actually been supportive. Even when I decided to take a step back for a month, people actually came back. We did lose some viewers, but I really cannot blame people to leave a streamer who's having trouble to keep his own head above the water, if you will. So, like, I can't blame him. If people leave, I totally see the reason why. I've been a little unstable, if you will, lately, and that has been affecting the stream. And the months before the big breakdown, if you will, were quite well, and we're slowly building up that audience again. We're slowly getting there, and I feel like the Sfekkenians are actually going to be something. Today, the August is actually today's August the 31st of 2018, so almost September, and today is actually the final day when the SOAR RRC, the SOAR Recruitment Challenge, actually ends. And I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be in SOAR anytime soon, but it was a nice experience. I was trying to see if they would take me. I'm pretty sure they haven't even noticed me. I probably haven't done enough to be noticed. If I haven't, then, well, I just didn't know how to approach it. I just made sure to use the hashtag and from time to time approach one of their owners or one of their creators. But besides that, I am just focusing on what I do best, which is just streaming on Twitch and doing that all the time. And if they cannot deal with that, then I guess I don't have to, and I don't deserve to be in there, and they don't need me. But if for some magical reason I do get chosen and fly over to, I think it's California, then I will be the happiest guy in the world. But I'm not actually holding my hopes up to that. But if that happens and I get invited, I will drop my life in Belgium, because I'm honestly, this country, it's okay. I'm not gonna say it's a shit country, but there is too much happened here. I actually want to go away from Belgium at some point. I don't want to stay here forever. That's why streaming is actually amazing, because you can move around. If you move, your work just follows you, if you will. Of course, time zones are affected, but we can always work around that. There is always a workaround for everything. There always is. But that was a really great motivation to actually keep going, even though I missed a week. I didn't get the same time because I actually started streaming a week after the Sora RC started, so I didn't get the film on the time. But you know what? It's fine. It's not like it's gonna happen. If it does happen, I feel blessed and I would feel amazing. But maybe it happens and I'll know in a day. But at this point, I don't. So what are the hopes for the next coming weeks? We'll just keep playing The Sims. I actually found my game. I found what I can stream best, and that would be The Sims. And the thing with The Sims is it has endless possibilities. I'm looking for a game like it at the moment, just to get some variation. But I'm actually thinking we could just play the older Sims and The Sims 4 to switch it up, because they're all radically different. If not, we'll find a game besides The Sims. But for now, I'll mainly focus on coming up with new ideas in The Sims. At this point, I'm a one-trick pony, which scares me, because one-trick ponies are known to be successful at some point, and then when the game they play has reached its full potential, they drop. And I want to just reach the full potential and go along with that and keep up with the full potential. Not like, for example, Megan Trainor with the song I'm All About the Bass. That's a great example. She made arguably great song. I didn't like it, but it was very praised. And the next songs she made always seemed to like drop in potential. Same type of music, but people got bored of it. I don't want to be that person that climbs up and then just goes down again, because I want to make this happen full time. And to do so, you have to stay at the top, which is difficult, but I will find a way how I can actually approach it. It's possible. People have done it. And if people can do it, I can do it as well. I can accomplish a lot if I want to. So the next coming months is just going to be growing an audience, getting you guys interested, and keeping stuff interesting for myself. And I know it sounds a little like clinical or like businessy, growing an audience, but in the end, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just making sure you all know I exist. People slowly do find the stream. Yesterday hit an all-time high in the last months of we had an average of 18 viewers yesterday. A peak of 20 to 21 actually. Twitch showed 20, but my stats say 21. And that's all-time high, and especially without a host or a raid. We don't get raided or hosted that much anymore. But I do seem to hit higher and higher view counts every single day, which it's gonna plateau at some point. I'm fully aware of that. But that's the point. It has to plateau for a bit to then climb up again. So once it plateaus at 18 or 17 viewers, I think if you just keep going, new people will come in at some point. I always compare Twitch to like a snowball. You start with a small snowball, and you start like throwing it down the mountain. It's pretty slow at first, it's pretty small, but once it starts rolling down, it picks up more snow, and it becomes a bigger snowball. That's the way I'm approaching this. If it's not the right way to approach this, I guess I'll know in a couple months. But that's the hope. I'll just get the snowball down the mountain, keep pushing it until it's big enough to roll on its own, with minimal maintenance and effort. I still want to put all the effort in. But at that point, we can get a second snowball rolling. That isn't The Sims, for example. So while The Sims is still rolling, we can get a second snowball down the mountain. But I don't have to worry about the time frame, which I do have to worry about right now. Time's running out, and I'm not having it. I try to like avoid thinking about it, but it's difficult because time's running out. People are becoming seriously picky, and they're being like, do something else. Stop it. Just get a fucking job. Get a life. This is a job and this is a life, and it is my life. It's the life I wish to have, and I wish for them to respect that, and they don't. But I guess that's normal. I've heard the same story over and over again. My parents and relatives are always like, you can't make money doing this. You can't do this forever. And I'm fully aware that the amount of people who make it on Twitch are extremely small. But I want to be one of those people who put through with it and said, you know what? Temporarily go fuck yourself, kindly fuck off, and I'll do it. And in a couple months, maybe even a year, I'll show you like, here's proof, I did it. thanks for not believing me. I forgive you, but now just shut about it. Because that's the last thing I want to hear now is get a real job. And I hear it all the time. And it affects the stream. But the thing is, by January, the hope is basically to have like 40 viewers. 40 viewers would be amazing. 40 of you guys watching every single day. And gals, of course. We have women in the stream now, which blows my mind. It's why does it blow my mind? Because I never thought women would like my dumb and sometimes just borderline sexist jokes, but they do. Some of them really do. And I guess that goes to show how conditioned we are to think women are those fragile little things, which they aren't always. But people are slowly coming in, and if we hit 40 viewers by the end of January, or like the beginning of January, the end of 2018, I'll be happy. 40 viewers, 35 viewers on average on a good day, 20 to 25 on average on a bad day, and 750 followers. That would be an amazing start. At that point, I can start reaching out to companies like Corsair and probably ask for a small favor. Like, for example, can I like promote that I'm using your mouse mat and ask for a monthly payment for like the logo. It won't be much, but it'll help a lot. Even it's like 15 euros a month, that's way better than what I make now, which can sometimes be like 5 euros a month using Twitch. It's nothing. That's why I'm still in this room, sitting at home, using my mom's appliances and stuff. So yeah, I hope that actually increases to a livable amount. Once we make 1,500, 1,000 euros a month, that's when I can stop worrying. That's like the average Belgian income. So once we get there, we're fine. But we have to push there, and that's going to be a difficult one, because at this point they're not happy. Nobody's happy, neither am I. So that's the goal. January is quite a far away, so I still have a lot of hope. My hopes are still up. They're still all the way up. I'm like, we can do this. We can push through. But it's gonna take a lot of effort. It's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be difficult. But with the current amount of moderators I have, it's fairly possible. Like the moderators currently, Colossal, Mehmet, Alexander, all of you, you're doing an amazing job. Even the people who just watch, you're doing. All of you can possibly do it. It's quite amazing seeing all people like just get along. I will not get a toxic Twitch chat. I know a lot of Twitch viewers who don't mind getting a toxic chat, because getting toxic people in is easy. I could invite toxic people like crazy. The thing is, it always backfires. It always ends up, the gun barrel always like goes straight towards someone else, and it starts bouncing around and then shoots you in your own jaw in the end. And that's what I want to avoid. Toxic people are not welcome. I want to talk to them. I want to make their day better so they can stop being toxic. But if they keep being toxic, they'll get a timeout. And if they keep coming back day in, day out, they'll get a ban. But I'm still against bans. My view on that will probably change once the stream gets bigger. But at the moment, I don't want to ban anyone until they have proven to be unworthy, if you will, of watching the stream. Not unworthy, but more like incapable of watching the stream without being a total asshat. So that's basically the hope. We'll see if we get there. 750 is still a long way off. It's basically almost doubling what we currently have. But keep in mind, once a snowball is rolling, it goes quicker. So I'm hoping that it accelerates. If it stagnates, we have a problem. If it plateaus, we have a problem. But if it actually accelerates a little, we're fine. I think we're actually gonna be fine. At the moment, I don't see why, as long as I can keep myself to keep coming back to Twitch. What I'm also making sure to do is backing up all archives I currently have for Twitch. I have like, how much I don't exactly know, but I have multiple 200 plus gigabyte archive folders of Twitch streams from the past 6 months. And those are basically like 2 hard drives. And if one of them fails, I'm pretty sure the other one will fail right after it. So I'm uploading them on YouTube right now. All the clips, all the archived streams are all going on YouTube. And that hopefully is done by January. You might be like, why does it take so long to do that? Well, they all need thumbnails. And because it like makes it easy to archive, like thumbnail with the date and just a Twitch logo and my face or something. And they have to be private. They have to be sorted. They have to be given a date, because some of them don't even have like a date. I didn't take proper care at some point with my archiving, so they're all like mixed up. January is mixed in with February. March is somewhere in April. Like, it's completely out of whack. I'll fix that though. I'll somehow find a date. There's always a way to find a date. There's always like a small frame where I show a date, or there's always like a memory that reminds me, oh yeah, of course it's that day. Or according to previous streams, I can sometimes by what I was saying, I could sometimes like link streams together, and then the missing link is probably the stream that is in the middle somewhere. It's possible. It's basically difficult, but it's not impossible. Besides that, well, I hope that happens. If we get somewhere on Twitch by January, I mean like a small-time streamer, like a small-time Twitch streamer by January, then I know at that point I can keep going. At this time, I don't want to say beginner, because that's not true anymore. I'm not a beginner. I know what I should do now. I know how I should do it. I just don't know how long it'll take me to get beyond the beginner phase, because at this point, people still consider me a newbie, even though I've surpassed that stage. What I mean by that is I know what to talk about. I know the great topics. I know the Twitch jokes. I'm slowly getting updated on the memes. Those are important, by the way. That memes are important on Twitch. They're really important. You might not believe me, but they are. And that's important stuff. Like just making sure you know what to talk about. Being able to come up with topics on the fly like that. That's a talent. You have to create that. Everyone can do it if you try. Some have more difficulty than others. But if you in the end, you can do it. And I've been pretty much living proof of that. I've been making content, as you all know, since 2012. You can check my YouTube channel. The first video is actually gone. Sadly, I decided to remove it because of anxiety. But the second video is still up, and you can see how far this shit show has come from, like, basically a Minecraft addict making a video when he was 12 to making tech videos on how-tos, which was the original video was a tech video, actually. More like a how-to. The original first channel video, the first YouTube video, the first content I made was a tutorial, or like a how-to. The second one was gaming. So to this day, I'm still doing tutorials and how-tos, and I'm still gaming. And largely, like compared to before, they're like hugely different. There's like not even a comparison to be made there. Sfekke is way above what I used to do on Sfekke, on YouTube. But that's the point. You keep growing, and Sfekke at this point it's what I do when I feel like, you know, in the morning I always have spare time because the stream only starts in the late afternoon. So I always come up with topics, research, but when all that's done, I sometimes just make a Sfekke. I call it making a Sfekke because it just sounds great. I'm actually planning a Sfekke on a T410, but I say a lot of times I'm planning something, but sometimes the video is done, but I just don't upload it. Videos on Sfekke are heavily curated. I don't allow myself to even make one mistake on there. Unless I really know the mistake won't matter. Like the PS3 video was a mistake. There are a lot of editing errors in there, but the video took me 2 days to make. And all the effects took me way too long. The separate explanations, redoing that would take me another week. And I just said, you know what, it's good enough. And the video ended up being good enough for most. It actually is a really popular video right now. So I'll keep doing both. Sfekke has no goals. It's what I do for fun. I love working on PCs and laptops, so I don't even consider that to need a goal. That doesn't need to take off. That just has to be what I do when I feel like I want to relax. Because believe it or don't, streaming is, you know, what I consider relaxing. But Sfekke is what I consider almost sleeping for me. It's like a therapeutic thing more than anything else. Sfekke, it's what I do when I want to do something and feel useful. So people might be like, oh, why don't you focus full-time on streaming? Stream 12 hours a day. Because the way I stream, yeah, I want to see someone stream 12 hours a day with my overexcited humor and the amazing dumb things we do. They can't. You can go like for 5 hours at most, but you have to like prepare them. A lot of the jokes, people will not believe this, are actually planned. There is a lot of ways to make people say stuff, and I've actually researched this. And I know this is gonna sound so wrong to some, but I manipulate people in this way. It's wrong. You might consider it wrong. I consider it just streaming. You say certain stuff, and you know there are like only 2 reactions, so you're hoping for this reaction. When they react like this, you can make this joke. People love that, and I don't know if it's considered wrong, but it's what I do. I make up jokes while I'm in the morning when I'm biking, or when I do anything, I make them up, and that's amazing fun. So besides that, we'll see how it goes, and this video is not going to be unlisted or scheduled until January the 1st. We'll see when it goes live, how far we actually are. I'm pretty curious. I've seen a lot of people do this, so I just was like, actually, I haven't seen any. Has anyone actually done this? I think a couple people have, but more like multiple years. Well, maybe I'm a trendsetter. Maybe I'm a trendsetter. Who knows? Who the hell knows? We'll see. Well, let's just hit stop recording, and until then, this is literally not gonna get edited or not gonna get a thumbnail or anything. This is gonna go online, and I'm not gonna give a shit about it until it goes online again. It won't even get a name. Okay, that's a joke. I'll give it a name though. We'll give it a name and a description and a couple tags. But I don't even think I'll show it to people. I'll just upload it, and whenever it goes live, they'll see it. I might tease them about it, but I won't give any information on what it actually is, because that would be ruining the purpose of this all, wouldn't it? Anyhow, till next time, which is probably a long time from now, because I don't really plan on making new gaming videos or past problems of Sfekke proportions. I might make a few when I feel like it, but pulse is something, again, that I do when I have nothing else to do. But at the moment, it doesn't feel rewarding. Sfekke feels like I'm accomplishing something, like I'm helping people. Pulse feels like I'm just doing more of the same, which I don't like. I like variation in my life. Anyhow, see y'all next time, and well, I guess this is it then.